Hi, I'm Abby. Welcome back to Blindish and Thriving. Have you ever been asked, if you're visually impaired, how come you're scrolling on TikTok? Why are you using your phone? It appears many people think that being visually impaired or being blind means that one cannot use the phone. Let's clear that up. Blindness or visual impairment is a spectrum. It's not a one-size-fits-all. There are people who are legally blind or registered blind. There are people with low vision, and there are people who are totally blind. What does being legally blind or registered blind mean? Being legally blind or registered blind means that your visual acuity or visual field is very poor. It means your vision is 20/200. So what a fully sighted person will see at 200 feet away, I can only see 20 feet away. And the visual field is 20 degrees or less, which is very, very bad. It means I can see light, I can see shapes, I can see large print, but I cannot see the sign behind you if I'm looking straight at you. I can be at the train station and cannot tell when the next train is leaving for wherever it is I'm going. I have to ask people for that. I'm a registered blind person, and sometimes people think that being visually impaired means pitch darkness, total blackness, but it's not. Visual impairment, as I said earlier, is not a one-size-fits-all. It's a spectrum. Now, people with low vision, on the other hand, have sight so bad that it cannot be corrected by any form of surgery or even stronger glasses or contacts. They have blind spots. They can't really work in dim light. The depth perception is very poor, and they use magnification. They cannot see read fonts that are small, white on a gray background rather. Everything has to be contrasted, black and yellow, yellow and black. And people who are totally blind cannot see or perceive any light at all. They mostly use screen readers, braille, audio tools, and have to go for orientation and mobility training to keep them independent so that they stay independent and they can fend for themselves and do things by themselves. This is what Blindish and Thriving is all about. Using the available tools, the available accessibility tools to thrive. Thank goodness technology has become very, very inclusive, where you can tell your phone to read something out to you and voiceover will take over. There's Zoom, there's display, you can display larger text. We can do so many things. So you might not even be able to tell who is totally blind or who is just legally blind, because of accessibility tools. Accessibility has made everything more inclusive, and it's a welcome feature on mobile phones, on tablets, on laptops. It makes us feel part of the 21st century. This is 2026 after all, and we can be part of the world and technology. This is what Blindish and Thriving is all about. So when next someone asks you, if you're visually impaired or you're legally blind, how come you're on TikTok? How come you're on Instagram? How come you're using your phone? Just reply, thank goodness for technology. Accessibility features is helping us thrive. This is what Blindish and Thriving is all about. If this resonates with you, and if somebody's ever asked you, if you're visually impaired, how come you're doing this or that? Please leave a comment. Keep thriving. Thank you for watching Blindish and Thriving.